everybody, Jeff Jansen here. How's everybody doing today? First off, to all my truckers, be careful going up in Chicago today. There's a lot of protests. They're shutting down the Dan Brown Expressway today because they're doing protests on it. So if you're a truck driver, make sure you're avoiding the Dan Brown Expressway. The reason why is because protesters are taking it to the highways now. So because I do a lot with truckers and there's a lot of truckers on here, I want to get that out there right now just for you guys to be careful. There's nothing wrong with the protesters. It's just they're going to be in that area. They're shutting down that road. And if you're going through that area, I want to make sure that you're careful and you know that road's going to be closed for a while. All right. So how's everybody doing this on this Saturday afternoon? It is 12:17. I am on the highway heading back to Quincy. As you know, Quincy last night had a wreck. It's been reported on the news, 1 death, 2 cars, tragic accident, looks to be a DUI, I don't know, I'll let you know when there's more facts that come out, but there's also word that the 3 children died also, but I don't know, they're not reporting that yet, I do not have the information on that yet, but just keep those families, keep those police officers, keep the ambulance and the firefighters all in your prayers, and keep the sheriff's department in your prayers, and especially for the kids involved and anybody that's hurt, because like I said, that's just a tragedy across the board and nobody wishes that on anybody. I wish I could give you guys more information, but I only have the information that comes to me slowly. But anyway, keep them in your prayers. And remember, the reason why is because these officers, these police officers, they had to witness this. They had to go and look at this really bad wreck. If you saw the 2 cars that I've been seeing online, it's bad. And we need to make sure keep them in our prayers also. You know, everybody always downs me. You know what? If you're a police officer and a sheriff and you got to be the first on the scene, what is, you know, you can imagine the mental insecurity that's going through your mind, you know, because especially when you got your own kids and your own, so you know what, I really do, my heart goes out for those sheriffs, those police, the EMTs that are on scene, the fire department that are on scene. Yes, I'm praying for both families of the wreck, you know, and, you know, the person that got out and tried to run across the Bayview Bridge. But we've got to understand that, you know, police and sheriff do a lot more than just arrest people. You know, they have to be the first on scene. You know, can you imagine if you got kids at home and you go and you witness something like that with other people's kids? It must be terrible. So they're always in our hearts and prayers. And like I said, 99.9% of all police officers are good. We love them. All right, let's get on with the motivation today. Motivation today is this. All right, do what you can with what you have in this moment. You have today. All right. You can keep putting off things tomorrow, and then tomorrow you're going to say tomorrow, then you're going to keep saying tomorrow. You got to do things today, right now. You need to call those family and friends and let them know you care about them, let them know you love them. You need to start forgiving people in your life. You need to start forgiving yourself. And the reason why I say that is because every day is a miracle for us to even get up in the morning. I've got a lot of great friends in my life and everything else. One of my friends on her Facebook page today, Chris Seelig, said, you know, I'm really glad because my friends are priceless. She's like, you know, my friends, they're worth, you know, they're worth, or they're priceless, you know. I mean, you could never afford the friends we have. And that's how I feel about my friends and stuff like that. I don't make that much money, but my friends that I have, they're worth all the gold in the world, you know what I'm saying? And we got to start treating our friends and family like that, and not just getting used to people and just having people there, but to really show them that they matter. You know, my friends, there's a few of them that I can still get those deep down belly laughs, you know, those laughs that we used to get as kids where we just couldn't stop laughing. And one way to always make sure is call them out of the blue. One of my friends, Daniel Fong, he's out in California. He gave me a call, or he sent me a text message the other day, just because he was thinking about me. He just, you know, I hadn't seen him in a while. We ain't been to any convention or anything else. I called my buddy George the other day. I plan on calling my buddy Dantes. You know, a lot of my Marine Corps buddies I talk to nonstop. But I take time out of my day to make sure I can call my family, call my friends, let them know they matter, let them know they are important. And why do I tell you this? It's because I don't use other people's stories for what I talk about. I use my own. And the reason why I use my own stories is because I've had a lot of failure in life. I've also had a lot of success in life. So why not tell you about my success and failure so that you can see that it's possible to get through the failure to the success. I mean, I could sit there and use other people's success and failures, but I didn't live that life. But if I tell you about me fighting in court for certain battles, or, getting into the Marine Corps and what I had to do, or I joined the Army first, believe it or not, went to a boot camp, and then not even within a year, when I got out of the Army, I decided to go to the Marine Corps and went through another boot camp. I had to fail a lot in order to get through boot camp just for me to have success. Yes, I've owned bars and nightclubs and stuff like that. Yes, I've had rumors and gossip. I've been through the whole shebang. And so to me, it makes sense for me to tell you my side of the story, to show you if you put your head to anything, you can get it done. When I was in school, I had a hard time learning or taking on, remembering things. But, now I can remember everything. But at one time, it was hard for me. It was hard for me until I learned what I had to do in order to succeed, or what I had to do in order to learn different things, new ideas. Be there for people. Being a dad scares me every single day of my life. I love my daughter more than life itself. But you know what? I feel like, sometimes there's nothing we can do in life, but we feel sometimes in life as a failure to our kids, but we have to keep going until we can find that success. It's all about mental ability. It's all about the drive. It's all about what we're doing today. Today I I made a very big deal. I'm not going to send out a lot of emails to people with my business. I want to send them a letter. So I actually send out letters. I send out cards. I still write handwritten letters. I still write letters to my daughter so that one day when she gets them, she can read, I still keep a journal. Doing these things here, people are like, oh, you do them all the time, must be easy. Actually, I don't like doing these. Believe it or not, these are hard for me to do. I just do them all the time because there's a reason for it. So that I keep an accurate information, because maybe something I say may help somebody else. Just like something you do may be able to help somebody else. Maybe you don't see your greatness. Maybe you don't see that you matter. But you do. And what you say, think, and do does have an impact on other people's lives. Am I going to be president of the United States? No. But I don't have any ambitions or desire to be president of the United States. But do I ever want to run for maybe politics? No, I don't like politics. But I still like to tell people they matter. I like to be honest and upfront with people. I like to be real with people. I will not do any job, any event, any activity if I don't believe in it myself. If I don't believe that it has some type of success. If I don't believe that it's going to help somebody, I'm not going to do it. So every day in your life, you've got to find something you love to do and tackle it. Just do it. Be great at it. And that's what's going to make you great. It's not for the big things in life, but all the small things that mount to big things. My family has always been caring and sharing and full of love, and a lot of them are farmers and some of them are city. But one thing they always had was good communication. One thing they always had was being honest and truthful with each other. And today, that's what you got to do with yourself. You have to be honest and truthful with yourself so that you know that you matter. If you start lying to yourself, then it's easy to lie to other people. But you got to understand that you matter. You make a difference. If you're on the road today, maybe you're a truck driver, which makes you a hero. A nurse, that makes you a hero. Maybe you're a school teacher, get ready to go back to school. Well, guess what? Teachers are heroes. And you got to be reminded that every day, that what you do is going to make a difference in somebody's life. Maybe you're a factory worker, and maybe you're on a paint line. But guess what? Those products you're making are keeping our economy moving, and also the products can be used for good. And believe it or not, you're making a difference in people's lives. So basically, factory workers are heroes. Firefighters every day, either going to school teaching kids about fire safety, or maybe going and trying to, put out fires. You guys are heroes by saving lives, being there for people. You got to be ready to go at a moment's notice. A lot of times the waiting takes a lot more discipline than actual doing, because we always have to second guess ourselves if we're doing it right. But always know that you matter. Know that you're important. Know that you make a difference. Our frontline troops, our Marines, our soldiers, our sailors, our Coast Guard, our airmen, they're all heroes. And we got to let people know that. Every day, people like to have good compliments. If you have something bad to say about somebody, then don't say it. Go somewhere else. You don't have to get around people you don't like. You don't have to say things you don't want to say. But one of the greatest things about you is who you are and what you do. If you don't start learning to treat people with respect, if you don't start learning to go where you're celebrated, not tolerated, then how do you ever expect to get away from the drama, the naysayers? How do you ever expect to succeed in life if the people you're around are causing you to fail? Once you realize that sometimes the people you are around are causing you to fail, is when you can start leading yourself to success. Our families don't mean to be negative sometimes, but they're going to be our biggest critics. Our biggest critic, though, is ourselves. Now, today, go out there, know that you matter. Have a great weekend. Out of the blue, give your kids a hug and a kiss, because I think there's some kids today that have passed on due to a wreck last night. So give your kids a hug and a kiss. Tell them you love them. Never miss out on a moment for telling your kids that they matter, that they're important. Don't, yes, you're going to be a parent. You can never be their friend. You have to be their parent. I see so many people like, oh, my kids are my friend. No, they're not. You need to be a parent. You know why? Parent means more. Parent means that you're teaching, you're a teacher, that you're a provider, that you're a lover, you're a hater. You're one of these people that doesn't matter what you do, you got to have different faces for different things you do as a parent. Why? Because our kids are learning nonstop. They're going to have their friends. Later on in life, you can be their friend, but today they need you as a parent. And like my daughter, Gracie, if you're ever watching this, I love you with my entire heart. I miss you every day. I'm proud of you. I love you. There's nothing you can do that I can't forgive. And there's nothing you can't do that we cannot learn to get over, get through, or conquer together. Tell your kids you love them. I tell my daughter I love her every day. And I do. I love my daughter with my entire heart. My daughter Gracie means the world to me. Even her little sister means the world to me. Even with everything going on right now, I love my daughter more today than I've ever loved her. And we need to let our kids know that. But you know what? You can't do it for them, though. You've got to let them do things on their own. You have to let them learn. You have to let them make mistakes. You have to let them know that failure is a good thing, not a bad thing. Why? Because we're going to fail whenever we do anything at the beginning. So when we do succeed, it means that much more. So today is all you got. You don't have tomorrow, and yesterday's already gone. Do for yourself today. Stop putting stuff off. Do it. Because you matter. You are important. You are the keeper of your own destiny. And you, yes, you, matter every day in life. I'm Jeffrey Jansen. Hope you're all having a great Saturday. Today, I believe, is August 15th, 2020. It is Saturday. It is 12:29. Have a great day, everybody. God bless. And I hope you know that you matter and you, yes, you, are important. I'll talk to everybody soon.